Eden. First of all, God guards the minds and hearts of those who follow His commands. When God showed up in the Garden of Eden after Adam and Eve had sinned and disobeyed His commandment, God did not come looking for Eve. Oh, notice that, women. He didn't come looking for Eve. He said, "Where are you? Where are you, Adam?" He dealt with the man first. Amen. God already knew that they were going to mess up. And He was already had everything in place. But He first wanted to deal with the man. I just listened to you today that there's so many problems in our land, and I'm looking for where are the men? Problems with our children in school. Where are the men? Yes. Where are the fathers? I have a father that I've been trying to reach for months to talk to him about his child. Would never call me back. Now this is a father who has visitation rights with his son every other weekend. But you mean to tell me that you're never interested in what goes on at school? Even when the principal calls you over and over again and you get the message that I'm trying to reach you? Where are the men? I learned the Bible to call fathers all the way to Miami, Florida. You tell me where that daddy is, Mama. Because what you're doing is not effective. I need to talk to the father. Because believe it or not, the fathers have power, they have influence that we do not have quite often. Amen. Especially when we need to. But God went for Adam. I wondered myself, where was I anyway? Where was he in the Garden of Eden while the serpent was talking to Eve? Where was he? Was he busy naming things? What was he doing when Eve was over there conversing with this serpent? I wonder, was he eavesdropping? I wonder, was the conversation intriguing to him? What was he doing that he would allow Eve to get seduced by the serpent? Where was he? Moses, who was responsible. Some men have responsibilities more to just their families. Moses had responsibility. He was not only a father, but he also was a father to a nation of people. And he had responsibility. He was the deliverer, and he didn't always get things right. Amen. He was God's man for the hour. He messed up in the beginning. Remember, he chose the head of God. So the soldier, the Egyptian army soldier, mistreating his people. And he took matters into his own hand and he murdered it. Now, he was the deliverer, but you don't get ahead of God. Amen. You got to wait for God's timing. Amen. Even though God might put a title on you, He might tell you that you're going to be this or you're not to be that. But you always have to wait until God gives you the green light, otherwise you mess up. Amen. So not only do men get it right, but that don't mean we take them out to dry. Amen. God didn't get up on Moses and go, "Oh man, that murder right there, I made a mistake, you ain't going to be the deliverer now." But no, we don't give men an opportunity, we don't give them a chance. Say that, say it. Amen, Mike. Moses messed up again. He messed up a couple of times. He messed up at the end. And this is the bad part about it. Yeah, say it. My thing is, Moses had an anger issue. A lot of men, some men have anger issues. They have anger issues and they can't even retract the stuff that they do while they're in their anger fit and what they say. They never retract it. That's why you always gotta watch your words. Because people, they take a beating. I haven't got plenty of beatings, but I don't remember them. I really don't. I don't remember how they feel, but I can tell you that they probably hurt. But when somebody says something to you, it sticks in your mind forever. You can say, "No, I really didn't mean it. I'm taking that back. Please, I never said that. I didn't know what was going on with me when I said it." Yes, you do. Because you speak, man speaks from his heart.
Amen.
The issues of his heart comes out of his mouth.
That's right.
That's why you always got to understand what's in your heart. Because that's what's coming out. Don't ever have to be from yes, you do. It came out of your heart.
Yeah.
So Moses, while the children of Israel were some trying people, I mean, they were just trying to nerve. That's why you know they were black people. Just trying very nerve. And he was really trying to do the work of the Lord. That's the thing. That he wasn't there on his own. He wasn't trying to do his own thing. He was really doing the work of the Lord. And these people made him mad.
Yeah. Yeah, they made him.
God was upset. He called them out of their name. You rebels. God is like, who do you think you are? Calling my people rebels. Don't get yourself twisted here. These are my people. And that's what happens with many of us. We look at these children and we decide because of some of their actions, we call them out of their name.
Oh yeah. Ouch.
This little devil child.
Yeah.
This little wretched being. Well, you created it.
That's right.
God does not like when you call his creation out of their name.
Say that.
I don't care what they're doing. Do not call them out of their name because you will create just what you say.
That's right.
That's right.
You will create what you say. These are God's people. As much as we want to make them ours, these are God's people. And God has the last say as to who they are. And to him, they are his treasure. We are his crowning creation. And maybe we do some things that makes you want to call us something. But you have to be careful to watch your mouth because God is listening to you. The worst thing that Moses did that really messed him up was that God told him when the people was complaining about there's no water, there's no that. God told him what to do. He said, speak to the rock. Speak to the rock, and I'll provide water for them. And Moses, in his anger, get your water. He drew the line with God. He said, oh, if how you treat my people, you won't make it to the promised land. You didn't obey what I said. I told you to speak to it. You decided to beat it. Something as simple as that. Now look at what Moses did. He did a whole lot for the children of Israel. I mean, going before Pharaoh, walking him through the desert, and now he loses out because he did not follow what God said do. Many of us, many of our children are not where they need to be because we, the dads, the moms, are not following what God said for us to do. Amen. Not wholeheartedly. We're doing half of it and think that's good. If God said do the whole thing, we have to do the whole thing.
Amen. Amen.
May not feel good. We can't fix it up and say, well, this is the part I like what God said. I'm going to do that because that feels good. But that other part that he said, I know, God understands. He don't do nothing to me. Yeah. So we also need to be careful of how our children interpret this phrase, you're just like your daddy.
Amen, right?
Let me say that again. We need to be careful and mindful of how our children interpret the phrase, you're just like your daddy. Because it all depends on a couple of things. It depends on, number one, who's your daddy? It depends on his status in life. It depends on where he is. If he's somebody that is to be respected or if somebody that a lot of people look down upon. And you say to them, you just like your daddy. What is they supposed to interpret from that? It also depends on what the child is doing at the time. If they're being mischievous, if they're doing something bad, supposed to think? Oh, daddy bad.
Say that. Say that.
Yeah. They just lied to you. You just like your daddy. Oh, daddy lies.
Yeah.
They just stole something out your pocketbook. You just like your daddy. Oh, your daddy goes in on your pocketbook.
Yeah.
Or goes in pocketbook. Which is not good.
Amen.
It also depends on the mother's relationship to the daddy. And your faith. Kids are really something. They don't have nothing to do but learn your faith. From when they was a baby. And they know when something is good, and they know when something is not so good. So if you say to them, you're just like your daddy, they got it. That means it's love. That's so nice. But if you say to them, you're just like your daddy, through your teeth,